Emmanuel Sanders has been a total pro. He got drafted in the third round, which has always been remarkable about the NFL draft. Half the players are undrafted. Many of the stars are not top 10 picks. He starts with the Steelers, great career. Goes to the Broncos, productive. Goes to the Niners, just the energy they needed on the perimeter. And now he's going to be a New Orleans Saint, which I think makes them probably the favorite or co-favorite in the NFC, and Emmanuel Sanders is joining us. First of all, congratulations. Boy, if you have to land somewhere, Drew Brees and Sean Payton are not a bad place to land. You pretty excited?
Yeah, I'm really excited. To play in the Dome and to play with Drew Brees and Sean Payton's offense, obviously Michael Thomas with Alvin Kamara in the backfield. Like, who wouldn't be excited, And so I know that it's exciting times. I know on paper we look really good, but, right now I'm getting ready to go outside and run because I know that we got to put the work in order to attain what we want to attain, and I'm all in for it.
It's funny. I have some connections to the 49ers, and I was talking to a person within the organization when you got there. And they said, he's such a veteran that he figured the playbook out quickly. And for those who forget, you walked into the Niners, I think it was game one, you were productive. Why? Some guys can do it and some guys can't, Emmanuel. Why are you able to walk into a complicated offense and figure it out so quickly? What is it about? I've heard this about Teddy Bridgewater. I've heard this about Randy Moss. Some guys, it's innate. Why did you adapt so quickly to the Niners' complex offense?
Yeah, I think pressure is something that you put on yourself, and how do you get rid of pressure is by preparing. When I first got to the Niners, right when I touched down, 30 minutes later, Wes Welker was in my room. We were going over the playbook, and I ended up studying like 3 hours that night, and got to work at like 5 in the morning the next day, and that was my first practice. And from day one, I jumped in as a starter and was trying to get every single rep. And another thing that really helped me out as well as San Fran is the quarterbacks coach who was with San Francisco a year prior to me getting there. He was the offensive coordinator with the Broncos as well. So a lot of the plays were kind of the same. I just had to figure out the terminology and how to line up in different ways that they call certain things. And so it was a way smoother transition for me than it would have been for other guys in trying to get a midseason trade and pick up an entire playbook.
Let's go back. Fourth quarter, minute 39 left. You beat your man badly down the field. Jimmy Garoppolo lets it go. What are you thinking? And about what point do you realize, damn, it's going to be long? Give me your thoughts in that moment and the play.
Yeah, I remember Kyle called post route. Me and Jimmy connected with it at practice, and I was thinking, just here we go. Game's on the line, minute left, just Super Bowl, game's on the line. I said, here's my moment right here. I remember getting up on the cornerback's toes and beating him. I didn't even know it was a double team, but I saw the safety running, so I thought it was just quarters, but I come to find out it was a double team. I ended up beating the guys, and I see the ball in the air, and I'm like, go get it. And then probably about 3 or 4 steps after I saw the ball in the air, I realized this probably was a little too far, and so I just remember just trying to dig out, and I really couldn't get to it, and the guy ended up tripping me, falling to the ground and clapping my hands because I knew that was a legendary moment. I didn't know that the game was going to be over or be determined on that play because we still had another opportunity, but it slipped. It went right through our hands. The entire game right there was on the line, and so we didn't end up connecting. But it is what it is. It just wasn't our time. And so credit to the Kansas City Chiefs. They're the Super Bowl champions of this year. But I'm looking forward to New Orleans and trying to make it up.
By the way, Garoppolo gets a lot of heat. I defend him. I don't think he's Aaron Rodgers or Russell Wilson or Mahomes, but I think he's a really good player. What does he do well that you like, and what does he need to work on, in your opinion?
Yeah, I think the difference between Jimmy and the rest of those quarterbacks is if you go and look at tape, he doesn't have as much film as those other guys. But if you do look at the film and if you do look at the games, he's won games, and so before he got to San Francisco, I don't know their record, but I know once he got there, I think they won like 6 in a row. So
yep.
you could say, whatever. Well, people could say whatever they want to say about the guy, but he's a winner. And you go and check out his win percentage. His win percentage is high, and that's no mistake. That has a lot to do with him and his leadership and his work ethic. And Jimmy can go out and he'll throw 2 or 3 interceptions, but if you look at him, you'll never know because he just keeps coming at you. He keeps coming at you. And you take a guy like that who really hadn't had that much NFL experience in terms of playing in games, and you give him a couple of years to keep working on their game and loving the game how he loves it. I mean, I feel like a lot of people might take back the words that they're saying about him because as of right now, he's a proven winner. And in his first year as a starter, this guy really has his first year as a starter, a full season.
Yeah.
He took his guy all the way to the Super Bowl and was very close in being, a Super Bowl champion. And so you can't discredit him for all that.
Emmanuel Sanders, 11th season in the NFL, Steelers, Broncos, Niners, a Super Bowl champ with Denver, a 2-time Pro Bowler, and a pro's pro. Walks in, productive, gets it. So the Packers were interested in you, and the Cowboys were reportedly interested in you, and the Saints were the guys that land you. Take me through the process. You're talking perhaps to your agent. Did you think there was a moment you'd be a Packer or a Cowboy?
No, Green Bay sent over an offer, and it wasn't exactly what I had intended for it to be, you know, and so we were communicating with them back and forth, but I don't know. Like, I just go by my heart, and I just didn't see Green Bay and I love the whole Green Bay Packers organization and its history and everything. I just didn't see me, in Green Bay. One thing that was important to me was really I wanted to go to an environment where I was happy. Happiness is everything. And, once New Orleans called and I'm from Houston and 6 hours away, and to be in the Dome and being with Drew Brees and being in New Orleans back down south, and 6 hours away from my family, it just, everything just worked out that way. And it was a perfect situation for me. And that's what I was kind of waiting on. And so, I see it as a blessing because, free agency is not easy. You think it's easy where a lot of teams, they say, prior to free agency, oh, yeah, they want you bad. But then, once you get into negotiations with these teams, they really try to dumb down everything. And a lot of teams try to bring up my age and instead of talking about my production. And a lot of teams try to bring up my height. And I'm like, all right. Obviously, you guys are trying to get me for the low, but you're really insulting me because you want to talk about my age. Let's not talk about age. Let's talk about production. If you want to talk about injury history, let's not talk about injury history because I'm probably one of the only guys who started the season in the Hall of Fame game and went all the way to the Super Bowl and got traded mid-season and played 17 games. So I played the longest season that somebody could possibly be, and I stayed healthy during all that. But again, through the whole free agency process, I was blessed to end up where I really wanted to be, with a good team, a championship caliber team, at the right finances. So it ended up working out.
Yeah, don't let anybody. All you point to is production. Hey, baby, I got gray hair, by the way. When they want to tell me about how old I am, I say, I don't know. Joy and I get good ratings. That's all I care about.
Exactly.
It's all about production. By the way, you're a 3rd-round pick. And it's really interesting in this league. Like in the NBA, after about the 10th pick, you kind of know you run out of players. There's been the occasional 13th, 15th pick. The NFL is totally different. Half the league's undrafted. There are Hall of Famers all over this league that came in the 3rd and the 4th round. I believe where you land in this league is very important. Tom Brady landed with Belichick. Joe Montana landed with Bill Walsh. Peyton Manning landed with a Hall of Fame general manager and then got Tony Dungy. So you land with the Steelers. So if you go in the 1st round, maybe it's a lousy team at the top. How much do you think the Steelers initially, going to a really good organization, help craft your career and benefit you?
I think it helped craft it a lot. I came straight into a great organization, a team who was like 2 years removed from the Super Bowl, and a team in my first year that went to the Super Bowl. And if I was a high draft pick, it probably would have never happened. And so, I'm blessed to have, a Hall of Fame quarterback in Ben Roethlisberger who was hard, to deal with, maybe, hard on us. But, I feel like we learned a lot, from him and how to go about the NFL business and, how to work hard and how to stay focused and how to stay locked in. And I think that really helped. And I think just my career alone, if you look at my career, and, I read a stat that saying, if we go to the Super Bowl this year with New Orleans, I'll be the fourth player the first player in NFL history to play in 4 Super Bowls with 4 different teams. And I thought that was amazing. And when I look back on it, it's because, me going in the third round and the type of player, I've never really cashed out like huge amounts of dollars. But if you look at it, I've always been one of those mid-tier guys who with fair money where I can go to great teams. And these great teams are going to Super Bowls. And so that's why I was able to go to Denver because, I signed a mid-range deal and another mid-range deal. And then I went to San Fran, which it was not too much money. And now I'm in New Orleans because I'm at 9 to 10 million, which is a fair deal. And now I'm on a great team. So I take all of that into account. And a lot of people, they might see it another way, but I see it as a blessing because, if you can get paid and you can win and you can go to Super Bowls, I think that's a win-win all in all. So, I'm extremely blessed that, I've been granted all these opportunities.
Well, you know what? I just love talking to you. You and your cousin started a company called FanGauge, which is actually in this social distancing world we now live in, at least temporarily. People can connect with you through your company. Explain it to our audience.
Yeah, so me and my cousin, which is like a brother to me, we grew up together. Literally, he was born a month apart. Literally, we grew up playing sports together. He's really like my brother. I moved in with him for like a year. His dad, which is my uncle, is pretty much my dad. And we started this app. Or this company called FanGauge because I love being in touch with the fans. Like I love dialogue with the fans. And, I've been the type to pick up a FaceTime call with fans on Twitter and always try to interact with them. And so we're trying to figure out a way to get autographed pictures to fans who can't travel to meet their favorite celebrity, who might be in a different country, who loves NFL football or loves their favorite celebrity, but they can't connect with their favorite celebrity somehow. So we created this app in which you can upload a picture to it, and say, for instance, your favorite celebrity is having a signing that day, they can literally sign your picture, and once they sign your picture and press send, that picture goes straight to your phone, and you get it from your favorite celebrity. And we even went into details of having a video recording the entire time when your celebrity is doing the signing that he actually signed it, so you can actually see the video of your celebrity, your favorite celebrity, or whoever you want signing your picture as well. And we just thought it was cool to be able to do that for the fans and for the celebrity as well. Someone who probably doesn't even like to do signings in public or something like that, where they can sit at home and sign autographs and communicate with their fans and make somebody's day. And so it's been going well for us. And I just think right now, with the entire how the nation is right now with the virus going around, I think in order for fan engagement, if you're a celebrity or whoever, or if a fan wants to reach out, I just think it's the perfect time for it. And so we're really pushing this thing for the fans and for the celebrities, because we know times are hard, but if we can keep the energy positive around America, I think that will help the situation out a lot more as well.
What a good guy. FanGauge is the company. It's Emmanuel Sanders. You didn't have to come on. You got stuff to do in your life, but I think you really delivered for our audience. We are huge fans. You over-delivered. You were better than I thought, and I had great hopes coming in. Good dude, productive as hell, and you're going to win a lot of games down in New Orleans. Take care of yourself, and good luck going forward.
All right, take care of yourself as well, man. Thank you.
You bet, man. Hi, everybody. Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show. Also, be sure to check out more of the best clips from The Herd or go watch a few segments from other shows on FS1.